Thank you, Chair. Thank you, members. Thank you for the opportunity to maintain testimony. My name is Dr. Chloe Latham Sikes. I'm the Deputy Director of Policy at IDRA and a coordinator of the Texas Legislative Education Equity Coalition, which is what my testimony is on behalf of today. You have a written copy in front of you. It is hefty. It does have references. It does cite its sources. So I'm going to limit my comments to just a couple of areas to uplift from that testimony. The TLEEC, our acronym, is a statewide collaborative of more than 38 organizations and coalition members who are individuals. These represent civil rights groups, education organizations, student-led organizations, parent-led organizations, with a primary focus on racial equity in public schools. Our coalition strongly opposes any legislation or proposals that take public money away from public schools for all the reasons that we've heard a lot about today. And analysis across many studies has shown three things. Vouchers are expensive, the cost of voucher programs does increase over time, and the true cost of those programs frequently surpasses the initial estimate. For instance, Arizona has come up as an example. In that original legislation in Arizona, it was estimated that in the first fiscal year, it would be about $33.4 million, and double about each year for the next biennium or so. Instead, it ballooned to be more than 17 times the initial estimate in that first fiscal year alone. And so why is this important? It is one single program. In Texas, general revenue, which is the fund that many of the proposals are said that they would be funded by, accounts for 2/3 of public school funding. Of education funding. A strain on general revenue could present a lot of the similar strains we've seen in programs like in Arizona that have adopted recently universal voucher programs. Additionally, there was the question earlier from the panel about how does discrimination happen? Representative Hinojosa posed this question. And while there might not be a specific discrimination clause in an admission statement, for instance, in a private setting, it appears in codes of conduct. Students having to sign either a religious agreement or affiliation, if that is the affiliation of the school, discipline policies that might have a wide range of how students might be disciplined in that particular setting that would not be in the public setting, and not the transparency or public recourse. So this particularly affects students of diverse religious identities, students' gender identities, students' sexuality, students with disabilities, students who speak other languages other than English in school and require bilingual education. So these are a few of the recommendations you have before you. We do urge that you put Texas kids first by investing in the school system that 90% of Texas schools attend, which is our public schools. That requires increasing the basic allotment, increasing targeted funding for bilingual and special education, keeping public money in public schools, and to the question about how much it costs, we would love to see a cost study commission to be able to figure that out and fund our schools at a true cost. Thank you.